Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Gray Bearded Summoner. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes, where today we're going to be doing a new trailer on the new heroes and rearmed Chrom, apparently Fallen Heroes banner. And that's really enough prattling on from me. Let's go ahead and get right on into the video. Gave us this year.
And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
We'll go back and look at skills in a second.
You kneel.
Fallen Maria.
Slay all who defy Lord Medius. No. Slaughter.
Away, insect. Unless you wish to vanish from this world.
There are no 4-stars here.
I will have my blood! I am Chrom. Exalt over these fell forces. Find me an enemy.
Well, I know a lot of people that are very happy right now because they not only got Risen King Chrom, also a Nankos, and apparently a very busted looking Maria. And I even predicted one of these. Possessed female Byleth. And notice that Jean Torado is not here. That is Sothis' voice actress. Called it. Let's have a brief look at the skills to pay them bills. Captain Sword, Slayer effect, foes with a range equal to 1 cannot move through spaces adjacent to... Okay, so it's got a bulwark attached to it. At start of combat, if unit's HP is... an obstruct attached to it. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants a Spectrum plus 5 to unit, neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. And also, if foe initiates combat and unit speed is greater than foe speed, unit can counterattack before foe's first attack. And that's all Inner Sword. By the way, I've played 3 Hopes. The Captain's Sword is not that busted. Divine Pulse is, so this is special, or no. It's one of Byleth's specials. But we've seen it before. Distant attack speed solo. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range if unit is not adjacent to any ally, plus 5 speed and attack during combat. Then close call 4 and times pulse. She's out of the gate good. Yeah, and this is the one I'm going for. Yep. So much for clearance rate bull. On this one, not happening. Then Maria. He gets hit. He's about to die. She heals him for 99 health. I definitely need to look at her skills to find out what the heck she's doing. Sacrifice staff. Can't counterattack. Other half of Razzle Dazzle. Slayer effect. Max cooldown cannot be reduced below 1. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, Spectrum plus 5 to unit and neutralizes effect that inflict special cooldown charge minus X on unit during combat. Grants attack speed, grants Spectrum plus 4 during combat, and if unit's HP is less than 1 and a foe would reduce unit's H is greater than 1. Basically, she gives Miracle. She gives Miracle and a full heal to the unit to allies within 2 spaces of unit. Effect only triggers for player's team once per map and does not stack with non-special effects that allow unit to survive 1 HP if foe's attack would reduce unit's HP to 0. When any other such effect triggers on ally, granted this effect will trigger as well. So basically it doesn't stack with Miracle. Nudge. Holy Panic. If an assist skill is used, unit's cooldown count does not go down. When special triggers, boost damage by 25% of foes' res. If special is triggered during combat, inflicts attack speed minus 6 and panic on target and foes within 2 spaces. And then all of these we've seen before, but all of them stacked on a healer that's doing so much already. This is an amazing support unit. And that was Fallen Maria, apparently. Armored Dragon. Armored Blue Dragon, Anonkus. Silent Breath. Slayer. Why not? If foe initiates combat or foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% at start of combat, Spectrum plus 5 to unit inflicts Spectrum minus X on foe, where X is the current bonus on each of foe's stats times 2. Deals damage equal to 20% of unit speed and reduces damage from foe's first attacks by 7 during combat. For standard weapons, first attacks, okay, and brave attacks would be the 3rd and 4th strikes. If foe's range is equal to 2, calculates damage using the lower of foe's defense or res. Savvy Fighter 4. If foe initiates combat, inflicts attack speed minus 4 on foe, and neutralizes effects Neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks. During combat, also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed minus 10, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40% during combat. Okay, the upgrade, I believe, to that is the damage reduction. So, Savvy Fighter 4 isn't bringing anything new to the table, but what it does bring isn't bad by any stretch. And then the man of the hour, Risen King Chrom. Arcane Devourer. Slayer effect. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants Spectrum plus 5 to unit, grants special cooldown plus 1 to unit per attack, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40% during combat. And also, if unit's speed is greater than foe's speed, neutralizes effects that guarantee foe's follow-up attack and effects that prevent unit's follow-up attack. Fate unchanged. Moves target ally to the opposite side of unit. Reposition. Grants another action to unit. Sword of Dance. Inflicts isolation on unit. Make sure you can't do it again. And pair up cohort, if any, through their next action. Inflicts exposure on the nearest foes within 4 spaces of both unit and target ally after movement through their next actions, and on foes within 2 spaces of those foes, equipped with a skill that can trigger the Savior effect through their next actions. Wow. Gale Force to hit twice. Clash to make best use of Gale Force. So speed defense snag is coming with sabotage now. And if there's going to be a unit that's going to use it with that positional skill, Risen King Chrom would be perfect. My only question is, who's the freebie? 1 second, you all. I'll be right back. But while we're waiting, I have a feeling I'm going to walk away with one of him regardless. Because the unit I truly want is the one I predicted. So yes, I do want female Byleth possessed by Sothis. And let's see who Linus is the grand hero battle. Interesting. And there are no greens on this banner. So it's red, blue, and colorless. I'll be honest though, it's Byleth. Maria's great. I might try and get a copy of her, but Byleth is the one I want to leave the banner with. Whether or not I'm going to use both sparks, doesn't matter entirely. But that's about it for me. Let me know if you're going to be pulling on this banner or if it's one you're going to be skipping. And it'll be after this coming week will be the Ascended Returns banner, which I'll be pulling on to Spark. This banner will be the week after. But I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a like or subscribe if you did. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield. Take care.